Hi everyone, this is Mary Peterson with another look at the gospel, and this Sunday is Christ the King, Christ the ruler who is the servant of all, and he has a teaching on the last judgment, and we will be judged very specifically. When I was hungry, you gave me to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me to drink. When I was in prison, you visited me. When I was a stranger, you welcomed me. And this gospel, my friend and I were talking about it several years ago, and we were just saying we really weren't in relationship with anyone who was truly that hungry or thirsty or in prison, and we decided we should do something about it. And so she said, I think the people who feel it the most, who are most in need, are those in the nursing home. And so we called a state-run nursing home, and we each took one person. I said, I can do one person between our families and work. I thought one, and so they assigned me to Alice, and so I was excited to go see Alice. I thought, oh, I'll get to meet this sweet old lady. And I walked into her room with my plate of cookies, and I was assaulted by the smell. It reeked. And then there was Alice, and she was on her bed, and her hair was greasy. And I said, hi Alice, I'm here, nice to meet you. And she snarled at me. And after just a few moments, I left. I said, it was nice meeting you. I, in my mind, wasn't sure if I would ever go back. And but of course, the Lord convicted me. And so I thought, nope, I'm going to do it. And for months, I went back, and she would just be, sometimes she would even just sleep, or she'd be angry, but eventually I learned about her life. I'm sure she was in an abusive marriage, and her children, several had died, I think of drugs and violence, and so eventually she opened up, and then she became warm. She anticipated, she was happy when I walked in the room. And then she would talk about her childhood, and she loved her mother, and I brought back all those memories, and she would tell me about that. And eventually we prayed together, and we prayed together the week before she died. And she was so at peace and seeing joy-filled. So I was so thankful, and so I thought back at that. It wasn't that I gave to her, it was what she gave to me. I received so much more. Compassion and understanding and love, because as we talked about last week, the more we give love, the more love we receive. And so whenever we do it for him, Mother Teresa said her whole mission was, you did it to me, because whatever we do it for someone else, we're doing it for Jesus Christ, and we can never outdo Jesus' generosity. So whenever we give, we receive far more. And as parents and grandparents, it's always good to bring our children with us. Bring them with you to the nursing home, or to the food bank, or help them to the neighbor who is lonely, to the classmate who is hurting. And so we can teach that compassion and that love, and that we receive more than we ever give. And so until next time, keep on naming grace in your domestic church. Thanks so much for listening, and God bless.